This is the Our Day Off podcast, dude, here at King of the Hammers. It's the 20th year of King of the Hammers, and I am here with none other than Peanut Fulcher, and this dude just pulled off a win. What class do you race in, Peanut?
The 4900 Youth Futures class.
Dude, congratulations. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Is this your first Hammers?
No, I've been here a couple. So my first time ever coming was my first time ever racing a side-by-side, which was in the little 170 stock class. Man, that was so fun. I think we finished 13th that race, and that was the first time that was the first 170 race that was here. So I raced stock class in that, and that was fun. It was really cool for the experience. I've been coming here ever since. So my last year was my first race in the 4900 youth class. My dad thought it was super cool. So we started racing it, and so I came from the back, and they had to run 32s, right? So we came from all the way in the back, and, we came in third on adjusted time, and missed a VCP coming in. So, where they went out this year?
Yep.
About right there, we missed the VCP, and because there's a caution, and we couldn't see it. There's this dude. There's an official standing on this big rock and just flagging. So we just took the left line, and everybody that took the right just clicked the PCP, and we missed it. So we ended up fifth after everything was done. So yeah, it was now this year we came back, and on the way here our flights got canceled almost every time. We got to DFW, and I had to sleep on the hard floor. It was bad. I was nervous the night before when I went to sleep. I couldn't go to sleep. I went to bed at 12 o'clock at night because I was so nervous. Then I woke up this morning. I'm like, let's do this. I'm going to be like Tom Brady. Let's get it. So, yeah, we woke up feeling like we're going to win. Came from 21st. We were in the last row. It was a worse start than I had last year. We came from all the way in the back. Passed everybody. I beat the girl that was beside me through the short course. We catch the first two car that went ahead of us that was coming out of the short course. We beat them to the short course, and we seen them coming out of the short course, and we were like, man, we got to get it around them. We had to find so many lines. It was so dusty. I think I took out total maybe 5 or 6 bushes, and we took a line coming in almost, I think, 10 miles left. We passed a kid coming out, and we weren't even on the trail. We came off the trail just so we can pass them because I'd missed the spot where we cut off. It was wild. We took 2 big hits, one in the aftershock and one right before it coming up, and it was wild from there.
Dude, congratulations again. I'm just so stoked for you. Why don't you tell everybody, because a lot of people may not know you, why don't you tell everybody how old you are?
I am 13. I turned 13 in September.
13 years old, and you just finished King of Hammers in first place.
Yes, sir.
Dude, you're an absolute stud out there, man. That's awesome. And you got your old man running co-pilot with you. And I know he's listening right now, and he's probably stoked, just as stoked as we are for you. And how is it having your old man in the passenger seat?
Oh, it was great. I couldn't do anything without him, man. He's saying he needs a professional co-driver, but I started thinking, like, because he was helping me through the rocks, like, go here, and don't let nobody take your line. That's, like, what I need. I don't know how the next co-driver's going to be, but, I mean, I can't do nothing without him.
Yeah, that's so cool that you guys are doing it father-son. That's awesome. Hey, look at the boy. Look at the boy. I've got goosebumps for you guys, man. I've been around you guys for a while now and chatting with you guys, and we've had some fun at other races. We're at Hay Days. We got to have some fun at Hay Days, dude.
Sea Boys.
Yeah, we had a lot of fun, huh? Dude, and hey, I think the Sea Boys should have you come out and do some drifting on their drift track with the side-by-side.
Oh yeah, I'm fine.
You're in.
That, but,
look, he's in.
I can't wait, but yeah, just this race was bumpy. We had to take out caution tape. We went down where they came qualifying, so Dad just made me go down the left lane. We were sketched because he thought we were going down the right, and he was like, oh, and then we just started going down, and we took the left lane. Then we just like cut hard. We stopped at the bottom of the hill and hit high, and then we just took off from there, and it was fun. The person in front of us, one of the actual adults, I think, took off going into the short course. They made a mistake and they had to turn around. We just took in, and coming in, we caught. Dad was like, every minute he was like, we passed like the first leader. He was like, all right, we're gonna have clean air from here. 3 minutes later, we catching dust, and then we pass him. He's like, all right, we're gonna have clean air Nope, we catch more. And then coming in, we passed another one. There was a wrong, he's like, all right, you got a hard right coming up. The dude missed it because I was trying to follow his taillights, make sure there was no hard, because I'm thinking when I catch, like some, what do they call it, backlights?
A chase bar?
Yeah. I was like, I'm trying to watch for any sudden jolt, like bad hit, make sure we don't, because we're in the dust and you can't really see it. You just see like what's right in front of you. And man, I was just trying to catch up. He went almost right through the wrong waistline, and we hit that hard right, and we came back, and it was really cool. It was really fun.
So how did I know this race? Everyone's talking about the dust, and a lot of the times, like you're saying, where you're catching car after car, and you get around one, you're like, okay, clean air, and then you catch dust again. It's a mental game out there too. So like you're young, you're coming up in the sport. It's really cool to see you like excel at this and like know what to do. Like not a lot of drivers can come up here and say, oh, you watch the lights and you watch for that sudden dip. Like that's a pro level tip. Like there's not a lot of people who know that, and you've surrounded yourself with some of the best in the business. You guys are at the same pit with Kyle Chaney, so you've had some really big mentors coming up in the world, and I think it's starting to pay off, huh?
I mean, yeah, but he's the one who told me I had Temu tires, so I mean, it's gonna be bad. It was yeah. Crowd, I really look up to him and see what he does, but yeah.
Yeah, them Temu tires paid off.
Yeah.
Did you tell him?
I did not. I had barely seen him, but I really thought we had a front right flat coming through because it felt like we were actually pulling through some turns, and a rear left flat because I thought we hit a rock, and I was like, Dad, I'm so sorry. I just drove in my head, and I thought we broke the front left axle because we hit a rock. He's like, all right, coming through, we need to take patience. And I caught myself going too fast, and I hit a bad rock. I think I took 2 bad hits. One coming up, and dirt just like, I think it was where everybody flipped, and
yeah,
dirt just
come into the car. Yeah.
And then that was the bad hit, and then we just hit a rock, and I was like, dang it, I'm driving over my head. I don't need to do this. So we just came through. Everybody was in line for the bypass, and you know when you're coming down Aftershock, there's that lane going to the left, and there's a right and a left. Man, everybody was in line for the left lane because it was easier, so we just took the right. Well, I think they're about the same, but we just took the right, and we got confused. There was somebody broke down. I don't know if it was for the sportsman or not, but there was somebody broke down in this little like hole. That was like, oh, we got something wrong, so we had to back up. And we kept hitting, so we had to turn around and come back out and go to the main trail. And we were like, we just kept hitting this dude behind us, and he had a car horn. It was just beep, beep. Like I'd back up, I'd hit him, he'd go beep, and I'd drive up, turn, and then I'd try to turn as all as I can, and I'd back up again, I'd hit him again, it'd go beep, beep, and then we just took off. But yeah, we had to pass somebody because they were just stopping in the middle of the road. I thought somebody was flipped ahead, and Dad was like, just go through the bush. We took out 2 bushes, just get around, and we did it, and just got to the desert, and that's it.
Nice, dude, nice. So at the end of the day, did you have any flats?
No, I'm surprised. It just felt like it was pulling. I don't know what it was, but no flats coming through, nothing broken coming through, just the front grill. And the winch engage thing where you switch is bent, so it's stuck in engage, so I can't really turn it.
Yeah, so you were telling us before we actually started the podcast that you actually had to bump somebody up.
Yeah, that's what it's from. It was I think his rear bumper, we kind of came in, so when he went through the bypass. I don't know if he was in the sportsman or anything, but we fell into the rock, and our front right tire got stuck, so his rear tire was here, and our front tire's like right here. Dad's like, turn your wheel, and try to yell at him to move up. So yeah, and then he moved up. It was fine. Dad was like, before it, he was like, oh, I think we really just messed up. And I was getting nervous. I was getting worried. And then he started moving up, and then we pushed him.
Yeah, so you actually helped him.
Yeah.
You gave him a little bump.
Yeah, I was tired of waiting. I was ready to get out of there and get the lead.
Hey, sometimes you got to do that. You get in these rock sections, and there's really like no way around. You know, you get in a pinch, and there's like one line. So here at King of the Hammers, if you don't know what this is about, which I'm hoping if you're watching this podcast by now, you know exactly what King of the Hammers is. And these guys get bottlenecked up, And if there's a car in front of you, sometimes you've got to make the decision to either get out and help them to get them moved up. And in your case, you kind of got lucky where you didn't have to have your old man get out and help them. So you were able to just put your bumper on them and give them a little push. Yeah, he's very thankful he didn't have to get out. Did you have to get out at all? Did old man have to get out?
No, but we saw a couple people get out and direct their kid through.
Yeah.
I saw Lauren Healy get out and direct his kid, and I saw a couple videos of kids pre-running and their parents getting out and directing. But yeah, I mean, if that's your first year and you finish, that's pretty good if you finish.
Absolutely. We've had a lot of stories. Actually, we were just talking to a friend of ours that just walked through here, and I think they finished like, I don't know, 14th or something in their class, and it was their first time ever running hammers, so they're super stoked. Hammers is without a doubt
the hardest
race to finish at all, let alone get first.
Yeah.
So congratulations again, dude. You're 13 years old, and you've been in the racing world for a long time now, almost your whole life, right?
I started racing back in 2019 to 2020. I started mud racing the ATVs. Then we got along to the side-by-sides because Dad caught something, I think, about KOH. So we just got onto that. And yeah, it's just there from now on.
Yeah, and you just mentioned the mud racing. I got to see you race for the first time in the mud at Heydays.
Yeah.
Okay, and this kid is getting on a four-wheeler. Is that what you call it? What do you call it?
ATV
four-wheeler. And he's got, how big are the tires?
50 inches.
50 inches tall. And your feet barely touch the floorboard.
Yeah, with nitrous on it. And I come back to you and you're just covered in mud.
Thanks to you.
Yeah. I think that year, I think I ended up winning the national championship in the adult class in that big class. Yeah. That's
awesome. You ever have all these adults that you're racing against ever get a little jealous? They got getting beat by a kid?
Probably, yeah. Also talking about Vegas to Reno, that was a rough race. I think I fell asleep behind the wheel and blew a tire. I think I blew three or two tires on the front right, and it was boom. And I was driving over my head that time and then sleeping. It was on the side of the canyon. So Cruz LaCroix, my buddy, so we had him start it. Because I didn't get anybody else I could drive. Xander Z-Bob, he's a Polaris. Code's a Polaris. Everybody else I know is probably Polaris. Slade Dowden, he's a CanAm. He just had school. So I had Cruz come and pull the first leg for me so I can drive the youth car. Then we ended up 1, 2, and 3. First in the youth Ultra 4, second in the best in the desert youth class, and then third in the adult class.
Right on, dude. You're absolutely killing it. So you've been doing a lot of racing. You just killed it at Hammers. What's the next race for you?
Maybe the Mint or Durham Town's coming up soon.
Gotcha. Yeah, Durham Town's fun, right?
Yeah, it is. I think we just pulled off our first podium in short course on the X3 because when Kyle wrecked Crandon on the Mavara, they did it, and I was able to race it, and I came off a jump. Have you been to Durham Town?
Yeah, one time.
You know, where you come off the start finish line and then you hit that little jump and you're on the sweeper. I think after that jump and then you go to the sweeper, I messed up the car and it was just spilling oil everywhere. And then we had to send it back, and there was something wrong with the motor. But then the next race, at the last race of the year, I got to race the my X3 I got. And we ended up third. And we ended up third.
Gotcha.
We actually qualifying, we did one lap, and I came off the start-finish line jump, because that jump's sketchy, because you come off the jump, and you're still drifting, you hit that jump. We came off the jump, and I landed like this, and we broke a right rear knuckle. And it was bad. I had to come from the back. A guy named Bruce Davidson helped out a lot. Gave us a knuckle. It was a factory knuckle. We were running Hess knuckles, so it was just odd. But we ended up third. My dad had to work all night for it and all morning. Then we had brake problems, so we got that fixed. And then we came third.
Nice. So your next race, what did you say it was?
Either the Mint, if we make it, or
Durham Town. Right on. So have you ever raced the Mint before?
I've not. It'll be my first time.
And that'll be special too, huh? The Mint's the Mint's one of those staple races, kind of like King of the Hammers. Everybody talks about it and everybody wants to race it, like Vegas to Reno and all that stuff. You're making quite the resume, dude, for a 13-year-old. What do you got? Any advice for a kid coming up in the ranks?
It depends on what racing. So if it was this race, I'd say if you're going through the rocks, just calm and patient, because it's gonna let the race come to you. Because if you're racing the youth class that we did, the race, I kept maybe an average of 60 to 7 miles an hour, and it was a race literally came to me. I was happy about that.
Yeah, well, it's really cool that you got your dad there to kind of keep you calm and keep you directed and make it to the finish line. It is an absolute feat to be here and race as a grown man, let alone come out here and race as a 13-year-old. I came up to you guys on the start and kind of peeked my head in the car when you guys were getting ready to start. And if you've ever seen this boy in a car next to a grown man, I'm like, how does he see over the dash?
I could
You got a stack of phone books in there or something?
No, CT helped me out. Thanks a lot to them. They built the whole car. After our last time pre-run, they spent all night working on prepping the car. I'm really thankful for that. George too, he working on the shocks, but they helped me with the seat. I was like, I can't see. And they had it all the way up. They were like, all right, we got you. Next thing you know, boom, they got the seat right back together, and they put some, because stock Can-Am at bars, they have the seat where you can take the bolts out for the actual rack and move it up. They actually built some spacers. They cut some spacers for me and put it in it. That was really cool.
All right, everybody. I want to give a quick shout out to CT Raceworks. CT Raceworks makes the baddest parts in the industry, including the parts that Kyle Chaney uses to win the 2025 King of the Hammers 4400 race. Now, if you would like to use those same parts, feel free to go over to CT Raceworks and use the Our Day Off discount code, and that will get you a 5% discount on your entire order at any time. So that's Our Day Off discount code upon checkout. Back to the show. Yeah, CT Raceworks is awesome. We've had Alex Reed on here, and he came in here and talked to us about all the stuff they got going, and they built some of the best cars in the business. And obviously Kyle Chaney winning 4400 last year. He had a rough day today in side-by-side race. He had some unfortunate mishaps out there on course, and thankfully he's okay. His co-driver was Alex Reed from CT Raceworks. He's all right. They're back there shredding the car apart, getting ready for Saturday.
Yeah.
So how does your car look at the end of the day? Everything was good?
Everything was good. No broken axles, no flats. Just the grill. That's about it. And Mr. Krabs is a little dusty. If you look at the car, we have a Mr. Krabs. Oh, and a bent. So when we came up, I think it's where everybody flipped. Dude, those trophy trucks ate it up.
Yeah.
And the first time we hit it, we were like, "Is this gonna be okay?" Dude, maybe a pound, like a couple pounds of dirt just on top of.
Yeah, it's if you guys have ever anybody who's listened has ever raced a race, this race for qualifying and the trophy trucks, they go one direction on course. So and then they reverse it for the UTVs. So today was the first time that anybody's raced the course the opposite direction. So it creates this sharp edge on the whoops. So you're coming in and you're just hitting sharp edges after sharp edge in the whoops. So it makes it really rough, especially lap one. So it really takes a lot of focus, a lot of drive, and for you to drive that car like through that and make it all the way back here is awesome, dude. I'm really proud of you.
Yeah, talking about that thing we hit. So thinking about it, if it's very tall and when those danger whoops was really tall, think about it when it's the last of it and they jump off of it and they land and they hit the gas, it's gonna dig out, and
Right.
that's what cost us. But it was a cool race. I was coming out of aftershock through the kind of desert rock. It was just keeping it cool. And then when we got the actual desert, I think we bottomed out twice, but those shocks handled great. Yeah, we caught a couple cars. I think we passed at least 30 cars,
Wow.
and those were just 20 of those were cars that in my class.
Very good.
Yeah, it was really wild.
That's so cool, dude. That's so cool. I'm not gonna sugarcoat this for anybody, but to come out here, race King of the Hammers, and race all these big races that you're racing, coming off of the mud world, and being able to step into the race car here at King of the Hammers and finish on the box is an absolute feat. You should be super proud of yourself and super proud of your old man.
I am. I was super happy. You could ask Dad. I started singing Kanye West coming down, coming down the mountain. It was just, I was so happy, man. I thought he was like, I was like, are we in the lead? He said, pretty sure we should be. And I was like, I was saying in my mind, no, there's no way, because I saw one of the kids slip away because when we got caught up and we had to spin around. I saw him slip away. I didn't know, hey, I gotten that far, and that's the one we had to pass through the bushes. So yeah.
Right on, man. Right on. Well, hey, I don't even really know what else to say, but I'm juiced up. I think Dad should come on and chat with me right now. You got to at least come on here and say a couple words. Come on, come up here. Come on. You're part of this team too. Get over here with the boy. Get on the mic a little bit. You ain't got no headphones, but I got to at least hear your take here. Hop in here. I don't know, Chase. Can you get? Is he on the shot? I want to make sure you're in, because I got to get your take on this thing. Let's make sure it's all good. Yeah, you're in? Okay. Listen.
Bruh.
Tell me. Talk to me.
You, I was not ready for this.
No.
I just don't understand how this kid can drive. I don't understand it. I look at him all the time like, son, how can you drive this car like this? I can't even drive this car like this. And he's so cool, calm, collected. And like he said, we come out that last rock section fixing to hit the desert. He knew it was over. It was a wrap. He's nah. And I'm laughing in there. I'm like, bro, it's not over yet. It's a wrap.
That's so cool. That's so cool. So when he said, are we in first? And you said, I think so. Were you just telling him that you knew you were first?
So as fast as we were passing everybody, you can't keep up with all the numbers. You don't know who's youth and who's not. I knowed we had passed 10 before we got to the rocks. We passed about 10 in the rocks. And then coming out of the rocks, it was just picking them off one by one. Like that Mavar said on kill. George Double E Racing, those shocks. That thing's a Cadillac, bro. I feel like I'm on airbags. But that first jump, that first hit where Paul and all them flipped, we hit that. And when I hit it, I bent the navigation over. Like we hit that hard. But that car hit and we just did catch the face right and it come up. And he said, whoo. I said, yeah, I missed my mark. It was so dusty. There was cars everywhere.
Well, everybody missed their mark there. I mean, there was a pile up of cars. Phil Blurton, Paul Wolf, and I apologize if you were another car and I just didn't know who it was.
McCleary had mishap there. I mean, there was a lot of the big boys. We didn't get to see them. They were already clear before we got there. But yeah, he handled that car like a man all day. Like he was just like cool as a cucumber.
I gotta know. How is it riding in the passenger seat with your 13-year-old son?
The first time that I was his co-driver, I was worried because 90 miles an hour he was 11 then. You're like, oh my God, what are you thinking? Like, I hate roller coasters. I'm not into none of that. But now I'm comfortable. I'm in the car. The CT is built an amazing car. The car feels good. Just sit back, hold on, and don't let him miss his marks.
Yeah. Hey, congratulations, boys. I'm so proud of you guys. Hey, this is awesome.
This is great, man. I'm telling you, come from dead last.
Yeah.
He's passed almost 40 cars.
That's so cool. And he talked to us a little bit about the dust. What were you doing as the co-driver to help him stay calm in the dust?
I would tell him to get in the line because it's dug out there. You could feel the line and not stop until you seen their chase bar. When you see the chase bar, then you know what to do. And then I'll find you a line to get around them. We would get around one. We'd have 2 miles of clean air. I could wipe my face. He could get back ready to go. And then we'd come up on another one. Good thing about it is on that back side, there was multiple lines where you could get out of the center line and get around them.
Right.
And it wasn't like we were passing 4 at a time. It was one here, one there, one there. But the dust was rough.
Yeah, everyone's talking about the dust. If you go outside of this tent right now and look through Hammertown, it's just a haze through everything, and there's no wind, so it just lingers.
Before we got to Aftershock, I had to eat it. I had to lift my helmet up because we were in line with a lot of cars, and so I had to just take one for the team and raise that thing up.
Yeah, choking on the dust.
Keep going. But you know, he did good, and picking those lines. It's crazy because I figured when we got to Aftershock, all the lines were it was going to be a parking lot regardless. We get there and they're all lined up wanting that same line. And I'm like, there was 2 rocks there that car just did fit through, and he hit it, come off, That's 5 or 6 out of the way there. Come down, and then there's a car, high center. He was sitting there, all 4 tires spinning. I said, you know what to do. And he knocked him right off the rock. And that man, he had to be happy because he won't going nowhere. Got him moving again, and we followed him, and we went on down. And that hard left back at Aftershock, they're all sitting on the left side of that line, waiting to turn. With that hard right, that right side squares you up for that. That's what we did. We come around and passed 5 or 6 more of the leaders right there. And then it was a wrap from there. I said, just keep the car together, stay patient.
That's right. That's right. That's the name of this game, man. This race is turned into somewhat of a sprint race, but at the end of the day, if you overdrive or if you push too hard, you're gonna have flats, you're gonna have broken axles, you're gonna mess up the car, and then your time is gone.
I have to give KMC wheels, you know, EFX tires. They're top of the game. 0 flats, no rim issues, nothing. It was great. And like I told him in the car, I said, son, we've already passed all the leaders. We started dead last. We're 10 minutes ahead now.
Right. Just lock in.
Just lock
take
in,
a deep
keep
breath.
the car together, stay straight. And then he's singing Kanye in the radio.
That's my boy.
I'm like, here we go. It's on.
So I was like, hey, he said there's some Temu tires. I'm pretty sure Kyle blew a tire.
And Kyle said, you on them Temu tires? I said, yeah, we haven't busted any in qualifying.
Boys, I'm so pumped for you. I'm beyond happy that you guys did this and made it to the top.
It's a great feeling, you know, coming out here. This is the toughest race in the world. These guys have really done well out here. Ben, perfect guy, great front man. He's got it going on. We are very happy with how everything's going out here.
Very good, very good. And this is 20 years of King of the Hammers. Be able to put it on the box.
20 years, boy. 20 years. You number one.
That's awesome, boy. Hey, you got a lot of years to go too. So keep doing what you're doing, Dad. Keep doing what you're doing, Peanut. Keep working. Keep learning from the best. You already got it going on. You know what it takes to win now.
Yes,
so
sir.
just keep doing it. Keep perfecting your craft. And hey, I'm proud of you boys. And thank you for coming on the podcast, dude. Thank you for coming on. We've been having a lot of fun,
I've been watching a lot of your videos, and I've always wanted to come on.
I'm so glad you finally made it, dude. And you made it with a sweet story to tell.
Yeah,
Right
that was sick.
Yeah. Well, listen, I'm not going to keep you guys. You guys got podium coming up, so you're going to get up on the stage and be able to tell your story again, get that big old trophy. Oh, man, dude, I'm jealous. I want a 20-year trophy. Dude, hey, later on when you get your trophy and you get done with the podium, I want a picture with you guys and your trophy.
Okay.
Can I get that at least?
Yeah, you can.
All right,
I'm
all right.
more than welcome.
I love it. Hey, this is our Day Off Podcast here at King of the Hammers, here at Peanut Fulcher, #1, baby. Let's go. All right. Thank you, everybody, for watching. Peanut, want any last words?
Send it.
Let's go, baby. Let's go. We'll see y'all later.
See ya.